This is the last thing he wore. This is the closest I've come to him in 39 years.
When I spoke to the RCMP officer, he said, "We have your father's belongings," and I'm like, "What?" He had said that during the initial investigation, all the personal belongings of all the victims were sent over to India, and then after they finished the inquiry, they were shipped back to Canada. So they've been sitting in Canada at the RCMP office for all these years. I said to the officer, I said, "You know, I want to have his belongings here."
This is the last thing he wore. This is the closest I've come to him in 39 years.
At the time, my brother was the one who brought my father to the airport, but we didn't know what flight he was on, what airline he was taking. Usually he would take Air Canada, and his travel agent called him and said, "Look, there's all these seats that I just came open on Air India, you know, and you'll get there sooner." So he took that. The next morning, the phone rings, and it was my uncle. And then he said, "Do you know where your father is?" And I said, "No, he should be in London, or he should be on his way to India right now." And then he says, "Did you hear the news?" And I said, "About what?" He says, "About the Air India."
It is the worst ever air crash at sea. The Air India jumbo jet went down with 329 people, almost all of them Canadians.
My father was the 60th one that they recovered. That was hard to see that. It was just all surreal, you know, because he was so happy leaving, as so many, because that flight was filled with kids going off to see their families. All those hopes and dreams just gone. But why? It was such a senseless thing. It was, to this day, I don't understand why.